Hi Aries, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your December 2021 monthly tarot forecast. This is a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are a cross watcher, you might be able to resonate with some of these messages. So guys, I would like to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. It does help. Okay, so I am starting out with pulling you an overall guidance card. This is something I've been doing. So this is the main advice or guidance for you, Aries, for the month of December 2021. And we have love in spite of it all. So maybe you just went through some stuff, Aries. For some of you, this could be on the love front, but you know, it doesn't have to be. And you might be loving someone despite everything, you know, maybe they just put you through. So let's see what else comes out. Quite interesting. Let's see what the cards say. This is for Aries for December 2021, please. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I do prefer the jumpers. So if you see me taking the jumpers, I do prefer those. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. All right. Aries, let's see. Wow. First card out, Judgment, crossed by the Ace of Coins. And all the decks, guys, that I am using, they are listed below, along with the links for purchasing them. What does Aries have coming up in the month of December 2021, please? Aries. All right, so at your foundation, you have the Nine of Wands in the recent past. Wow, you have the Six of Wands. Crowning you, you have the Five of Wands. And coming up here in the near future, you have the Nine of Swords. Let's see. Aries. What does Aries have coming up in December, please, Aries? Okay, we have the Sun with the Four of Cups. Aries. Wow, you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Wow, so energy leaving December 2021, going into the new year. I mean, you have some majors here. You have the High Priestess and the hopes and fears, and then outcome is the Hierophant. Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. You have the King of Swords. This is what I use as the overall energy. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. King of Swords energy. You may be very determined, very, very focused on something in particular. Let's see here. Some of you maybe... You could be at times here in the month of December, Aries, maybe overthinking things, maybe too much in your head. So just be aware. At certain times, you may need to definitely go within and listen to your intuition. Okay, we have the King of Swords. We have the Hanging Man. Underneath the Hanged Man, you have the Ten of Swords. So there are some swords here. We do see a difficult cycle completing. But this may happen when you take a step back with the Hanging Man here and the King of Swords. I mean, some of you maybe were not seeing the larger picture. So after you gain a fresh perspective, after you see something from a different perspective, is when this cycle is going to wrap up. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This has been, for some of you, it's been maybe a long, difficult road. Things have not been easy, but this is finally completing. This is finally wrapping up. So I see you here in December taking a step back. You definitely could just be, you know, disconnecting from the world, taking some you time, and really maybe looking at everything, thinking about everything, thinking about the past, analyzing everything. And then many of you, you will gain a fresh perspective. Now, for some of you, there could be something coming to light. So there could be something that you're hearing here in December that is helping you see things from a different perspective. And remember, the main guidance or advice for you, Aries, is love in spite of it all. And so with you maybe gaining this fresh perspective, some of you are forgiving someone, or you are maybe trying something again. You have Judgment here. You have Judgment with the Ace of Coins. So this definitely can represent a second chance. For some of you, maybe an opportunity coming back around, or you giving someone a second chance. For some of you, this is you forgiving someone. Maybe there were problems with maybe someone making a commitment, or, you know, wanting something long term. Others, this can be a legal judgment that is coming in here. There could be a decision in regards to money. For some of you, this is definitely a legal matter. You may have to make a decision in regards to some money. So there could be like a settlement offer or something like that, something that's on the table here right at the start of the month. And, you know, with this King of Swords energy, I see you making that decision. Now, you could actually be receiving some advice or guidance from a professional. For some of you, this could be your attorney that you're working with. I do see people not getting along. You have the Five of Wands crowning you. This is the clashing of energy. So, you know, there could be some chaos and madness going on around you. But you are getting through it. I mean, you have the Nine of Wands at your foundation. So some of you feel wounded. If this is a court case or a legal thing, you feel wounded. You feel hurt. And so maybe some of you had to take someone to court to get this money. Now, because this is a general reading, for some of you, Aries, I see a win here in the recent past. So for some of you, this money or this decision may have come in prior. There could have been some sort of good news that came in here in the recent past. Something that maybe put you in the spotlight with the Six of Wands. Some sort of recognition. This is very positive energy. And maybe there's a lot of jealousy. You may have some haters, people around you that, you know, don't like this. This could be a job opportunity. Some of you may be going back to maybe a position that you used to work in. Maybe that's something you wanted. Maybe you had to fight for this. but there is a new beginning. Some of you with Judgment here, this is you simply just rising up from a difficult time. You know, maybe you felt betrayed, or maybe someone left you. You may have felt abandoned by someone. Some of you, you just went through a very difficult time, and with Judgment here, this is you rising up from those ashes. This is you planting a new seed. But some of you with the Hanging Man, I'm really feeling like some of you have felt betrayed. You know, someone stabbed you in the back. Maybe they left you. They left you hanging. They left you. And some of you are maybe trying to forgive this person. Others, this is you just maybe starting all over again, starting over, starting something new. This is the biggest caution I have for you, Aries, is you have the Nine of Swords here around the second week, along with this King of Swords. So you could be thinking about the past quite a bit. For those Aries where, you know, there's some guilt, maybe you feel, you may feel ashamed, or you may feel guilty about something. My advice would be, speak about it. Some of you, that's what this is. You need to vent. You need to talk about the past. You know, maybe some of you, you may want to apologize. That's not for all of you. There could be something that happened. Or, you know, you may want an apology because you feel wounded. And so you definitely could be thinking about this quite a bit here. Nine of Swords, replaying, you know, past events. Some of you may work in a very competitive environment. But this is not going to linger. This energy is really not going to linger. I feel like you're coming into December with this Swords energy. And so November, Aries, may have been a little bit, a little rocky, a little rough, even though I do see this victory, this win here in the recent past. I feel like this is energy that you're coming into December with. And about the third week, so this is Christmas time, we see a shift here. This is a very positive shift. You have the Sun coming in. This is in the position of your power. So I see you, Aries, shining bright. I also see you freeing yourself from this Nine of Swords energy. And I also could be reading for some Aries where if you have been working at night and it's just been taking a toll on you. Maybe you've had no energy, you're lacking in the sleep department. It's been very stressful and draining for you. Some of you, this is you maybe working days. Your schedule definitely could be changing here at this time. Others, though, this is you freeing yourself from this Nine of Swords, this nightmare, these fears. For some of you, this is you freeing your mind. It's a very positive energy. Very, very positive. So this is quite interesting. So in the position of how others are viewing you, we have the Four of Cups. And so there's an offer on the table. There's an option here. There's an offer on the table, but you know, whether or not you take it, that's on you. So you may find out about this for some of you around the third week. And in this particular Four of Cups, you see this big cup. There's this big cup or glass that's coming in. And there's two other cups here that are still standing. This man is actually holding one of them. And then there's one that's tipped over. So I feel like some of you, you could be rejecting someone or something. You know, it may not be what you want or up to your standards, whatever it is. Some of you, you could be rejecting someone, or maybe you feel rejected. Someone could have left you hanging. Others, I feel like some of you, this is an ex that is trying to come back in, and they may want your forgiveness. They may want a second chance with you. And so for some of you, this is an ex that's trying to come back in at this time, but you actually may have moved on. You may have other options. That's not all of you, but for some of you, maybe there's someone that you met in the recent past. You do see potential here with this person, but you just went through a lot. So some of you, you're a little tired, a little exhausted. But some of you may choose to just focus on the new choices that are in front of you. Others, I mean, you may look at this person from your past, even though, you know, maybe they put you through a lot. Some of you may forgive this person. Now, you have the High Priestess. You have the High Priestess and the hopes and fears. So do what you feel is right for you. And it doesn't matter what others want or what other people think. Do what you feel is right for you. High Priestess energy, and then you have the Hierophant. So, I mean, this is a lot of spiritual energy. Listen to your higher self. If you feel, you know, divinely guided to move in a particular direction, then do that. But many times, I see the Four of Cups as an offer from the divine. In this case, it could be if you are missing an opportunity or you're passing on an opportunity, it could be because you have other choices, distractions in front of you. But needing to maybe look closer with the High Priestess here. Something may be hidden. Not all is known. But let's do some clarifying. Some of you, you could be working with maybe an organization or an institution, whatever it is. You could be working with a group here at the end of December. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Hierophant. What is the Hierophant for Aries, please? But this is you needing to have faith, needing to trust yourself, your higher self, when it comes to you moving forward. And you could be making a decision. For those of you where this is on the love front, if you're married or if you've been with someone for a long time, I mean, some of you may choose to give them another shot, especially if you're married. Some of you may have been bored in a relationship. There could have been outside parties interfering with your relationship. But let's take a look at the Hierophant for Aries, please. Isn't that interesting? Look at this. All right, let's take a look at this Nine of Swords for Aries, please. All right, let's take a look at the Five of Wands, which is crowning you for Aries. Let's take a look at the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is you persevering. You're not giving up. You're exhausted. Some of you, there's definitely a lack of sleep, or there was. You could be correcting this, though. Wow. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. We have strong Taurus showing up here. You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to start here with this Nine of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So some of you are waiting on news or waiting to be able to move forward, maybe even physically travel. Waiting. You're waiting. And maybe because someone left you hanging, for some of you, someone left you hanging, you may have felt betrayed or rejected. For some of you, hurt. We have the Three of Swords clarifying the Five of Wands. So if somebody left you hanging, Aries, if somebody left you hanging, it could be because, you know, they had another option or options, depending on who you're dealing with. But others, you know, other Aries, I feel like there was some sort of outside interference. Some sort of third party, maybe getting in the way. But I do see that shift. Again, second, third week, looking at the Nine of Swords, you have the Six of Swords. So this is you moving forward. This is the energy shifting. Even if it's shifting slowly, it's still shifting. This is you making progress, leaving behind past baggage. Some of you may be letting go of the past and moving forward. Moving forward. For some of you, maybe distancing yourself from drama. And this is interesting because looking at the Hierophant here, we have the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. So now we have the Four of Cups showing up twice. And this particular Four of Cups, she definitely looks bored. She definitely looks bored. So you may have a beautiful offer or opportunity that's in front of you. That's interesting that I say that because for some of you, it could be with this Empress. But you do have a lot of threes here. You have the Empress at the bottom of this deck. Underneath the Empress is the Three of Cups. And then the Five of Cups there. Yeah, so this is definitely a missed opportunity for some of you. And again, it could have been because of a third party. A friend who interfered. If not a friend, I mean, this could be your mother, their mother, someone's mother interfering with a connection. But this has real potential to grow. Whether or not you act on it, that's on you, Aries. You need to trust your higher self, your intuition. For some of you, this person may be at a distance, and so it's not ideal. This cup is not ideal because for some of you, this could be like a long distance relationship. But not all is known. We have the High Priestess here. Not all is known. I'm just going to go for one more. Let's take a look at the Sun. Let's clarify the Sun. Aries, please. Justice. And I'm just going to pull one for the Four of Cups for Aries, please. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands at the bottom. Okay. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. They did land in the reverse. So, strong Leo coming through. Strong Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. Yeah, those of you that have had a legal matter that's been ongoing, I'm definitely reading for some Aries where you have a decision to make. So there could be like a settlement offer, something that's, you know, on the table. And many of you, you may make a decision and accept it, even if it was not what you wanted. Some of you maybe just want to be free of this. Maybe it's been a nightmare. You just want to be free, and so you're accepting whatever this is. For some of you, this is a lump sum of money that's coming in. But, you know, justice is being served. Justice is being served. For some of you, it may be karmic justice. But it's positive. It's positive. Even if it's not what you wanted, it still is fair and positive. And looking at this Four of Cups, you have the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands, which did land in the reverse. And so those of you that are married, those of you that were partnered, are partnered, if you're feeling a little bored within your relationship, you know, maybe needing to sit down. Yeah, there definitely could have been a lack of communication in the past. And some of you, Aries, you may have even actually separated from your person. There's distance here. Those of you that are coming back together, this is maybe what's needed. Is there was maybe poor communication, a lack of communication with the King of Swords showing up here. I feel like you want to communicate. You're ready. You want to communicate. You have some things that you want to say. For some of you, you have to overcome your fears. But once you do that, and also you may have had somebody in your ear, Aries, a third party interference, somebody giving you their opinion, or maybe you feel judged by this other person. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you have to make a decision. This is life-changing. So do you forgive someone? Do you cut them off? I think that there needs to be more communication. Not all is known. And once you have all of the information, then, you know, I feel like you should make your decision. And many of you, by the third week, you will make this decision. Now, this may have something to do with your marriage. This may have something to do with family or even a home. Could be work-related for a few of you. Let's pull you some additional guidance cards for Aries. All right, let's take a look at your love life. What does Aries need to know in December 2021, looking at their love life? Wow. I'm just going to go in with this deck here. Seeing this card, I want to know a little bit more for Aries, looking at their love life. What is the message for Aries, please, for December? Maybe some of you haven't been getting as much attention from your partner. There could have been a lack of attention, a lack of communication. Maybe they work a lot, or whatever it is, that was lacking for some of you in the past. Not feeling appreciated. Okay. All right, let's take a look at career and finances for Aries. Now, if you are married or if you are partnered, some of you may have received some attention from an outside party in the recent past. And so that's why you're faced with this life-changing decision. Do you work on your partnership, or do you move towards the new? You know, that outcome is going to be different for many of you. You know, it's going to be different. It's going to vary. All right, let's see what you need to let go of, Aries, in December. What does Aries need to let go of? All right, so we have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. So some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn. Others, though, the message here is step up and lead, which is interesting because we have this King of Swords. The King of Swords upright is someone who's honest. He is trustworthy. He's very smart. But for me, it's also a very determined energy. You're very, very focused upon something. For many of you, that's this life-changing decision. And he's a communicator. And so if there was something that you needed to say, you're definitely going to say it. Now, for some of you, Aries, that may be right at the start of the month. If not, by the 3rd week. And with that Hanged Man energy, you may be making a sacrifice or compromising in some way. Looking at your love life, you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So for some of you, this is in regards to a relationship. So give your relationship a chance. And we also have imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Look at that. It resonates so much. You have the 9 of Swords here coming up in the near future. And you know, this is so very interesting, guys, because look at this. I mentioned that this energy is not going to linger. It will dissolve. So that, you know, that's just amazing how, you know, this card comes out. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities. So that's exactly what you have coming in, Aries. Whether or not, you know, you see the potential in them, that's on you. You may have some distractions in front of you. Some of you, this could be an ex, whatever it is. But look closely, because not all is known. And if you are getting back together with someone or you're working on your partnership, try to stay positive. The past is the past. Some of you, you're working on, you know, some past issues. And then looking at career, successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So if you were waiting on some sort of funding, Aries, to come in, I mean, this is beautiful. We have this Ace of Pentacles. If you were waiting in regards to a decision about money, there you go. There you go right there. And then for other Aries, this is in regards to an idea. Maybe you had an idea in the past, or some of you, you could be having this idea here in December. And I think you're being encouraged to go for it. Some of you, you may have to, you know, overcome your fears here. And then looking at what you need to let go of, we have let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. Let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. Interesting. So if you were feeling a little, you know, discontent, unhappy, I mean, for some of you, this is you needing to be grateful, you know, needing to appreciate, needing to be grateful for, you know, everyone, everything you already have in your life. But very nice, Aries. This is a beautiful reading. Oh, very quickly, let's just see what zodiac sign Aries is dealing with in December. But this is a beautiful reading. It really is. It's quite thorough. My advice is to come back and re-watch it mid-month just to see how it resonates. It can be very helpful. All right, Aries. Who is Aries dealing with? Maybe some of you, for a few of you, you may have felt like you were not good enough for someone or something like that. But I think you're being encouraged to, you know, leave that idea in the past, to move past that. Capricorn. Okay, some of you dealing with a Capricorn. Others, you may be dealing with a fire sign, a fellow fire sign. Capricorn. All right, guys, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, guys, have a great month.